The night Emily told me she needed to confess something, she didn't cry. That was the first thing that scared me. We were sitting at the small kitchen table we bought when we were still broke newlyweds, the overhead light buzzing softly like it always did. Emily folded her hands together, calm, almost rehearsed. A year ago, she was bald, exhausted, fighting for her life. Tonight, she looked alive, too alive. "Mark," she said, exhaling slowly, "going through cancer changes you." I nodded. Of course it does. I had watched it strip her down to bones and fear. I had slept on hospital chairs. I had prayed to gods I didn't believe in. She looked me straight in the eye. "I don't want to waste the rest of my life playing safe." At first, I thought she meant travel. Emily had always wanted to see the world, Paris, Bali, anywhere but here. We never had the money, and after the diagnosis, dreams were replaced with survival. I reached for her hand. "Then let's do it. I'll take a second job. We'll save. I don't care how long it takes." She smiled sadly. "That's sweet, but that's not what I mean." That's when she said it.
"I want to sleep with other men and still stay married to you." My brain stalled, like a computer freezing mid-command. I stared at her, waiting for the punchline that never came. "I can't," I said finally. "I can't be your husband and share you." Her expression hardened. "Then you're holding me back, after everything I survived." That sentence cut deeper than the question itself. I told her no, calmly, clearly, and she nodded, visibly disappointed, but she agreed to drop it. Or so I thought. Over the next few weeks, Emily began changing in ways that felt small at first, harmless. She started coming home later, a project at work, team bonding, drinks with coworkers. Then one night, she walked through the door wearing a red dress I had never seen before. Makeup flawless, hair styled, perfume, the expensive one I bought her years ago and never smelled again, floating through the room. "Where were you?" I asked. "Work event," she said. "No spouses. Company paid." She didn't meet my eyes. Soon, the makeup became daily, the clothes tighter, brighter. She wore perfume to run errands, but never on our dates. Actually, we stopped having dates altogether. Whenever I suggested dinner, a walk, anything, she was tired. Yet an hour later, she'd leave again.
She talked about men constantly. A guy at the grocery store who couldn't stop staring. A coworker who was brilliant. Another who was funny in a quiet way. Then my friends. After game nights, she'd comment on their smiles, their laughs, their confidence. I told myself I was being paranoid. She almost died. Who was I to question her joy? But something in my chest tightened every time she smiled while texting. One evening, I finally said something. "I feel like I'm losing you," I admitted. "You're different. You don't come home. You talk about other men all the time." She snapped. "You're controlling me." I tried to explain that it wasn't control, it was fear, that after what she asked weeks ago, these changes scared me. She stood up. "You don't know what it's like to face death. I do, and I refuse to live small." I apologized that night, over and over. Lying in bed alone, I convinced myself I was the problem. She was just finding herself. But one thought wouldn't leave me. Why only men? The distance between us grew quietly. No fights, no screaming, just absence. Emily started taking weekend trips, sometimes with friends, sometimes for work. I stopped asking questions because every one of them turned into an accusation of distrust. Then one night, she came home late and said, "Can we talk?" My heart dropped. "I think we should open the marriage," she said, smiling like she was offering a gift. She listed benefits, rules, honesty, growth. I didn't hear any of it. I said no. She cried, hard, told me surviving cancer rewired her brain, that she needed more excitement to feel alive. And against every instinct screaming inside me, I agreed. The open marriage destroyed me faster than cancer ever destroyed her. Every man's name made my stomach turn. I stopped hosting friends. I stopped sleeping. I stopped recognizing myself.
One night, one of my oldest friends, Ryan, texted me, "You okay, man? You've been distant." I lied, told him a relative died. He offered support, no questions. Emily came home less and less, sometimes not at all. Her phone was always on silent, always face down. After 2 months, I broke. When she finally returned after being gone for 3 days, I told her I couldn't live like this anymore. For the first time in weeks, she looked sincere. "I'm sorry," she said. "We can close it. That phase is over." We hugged. We slept together. I believed her. For a while, things felt normal again, until she joked about opening the marriage, then mentioned missing it.
Then admitted she liked the high of it. That night, while she slept, I picked up her phone. The first message I saw ended me. "Good night, baby. I love you." From a contact named Big Chatty. I scrolled. Plans, trips, money sent for clothes. Messages dated back to before she was cancer-free, before she ever asked for permission. Then I checked the number. My hands went numb. It was Ryan, my best friend since high school. The next morning, I woke her up holding the phone. She cried, begged, said it meant nothing, said she stayed with me because she loved me. I told her cancer didn't make her lie. I packed my bags and left. As I drove away, I felt something unexpected. Relief. I wasn't crazy. I was just betrayed.